The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Into the air right away is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On play action, Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air, Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week: 15 carries, 59 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
A very solid gain of 27. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Able to slither by. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, Allen. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. His interception on that last drive set the other guys up pretty good. They had solid field position. They cashed in with a touchdown. Now he's got to try to get things right here. 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Allen now looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Joe Mixon, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, 73 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He's going to keep this again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Allen now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Allen to throw once more. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Hooper. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Powers through him. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And this one too low. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw there complete to Mooney. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hunter Nice wander on a punt as he sends this one away. Returning is Peppers. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right back to Dotson. And he goes out right around the 39. Throwing again on second down. Allen toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Allen. It's caught. Cooper. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Back to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now an option play on second down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mixon sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Allen. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the gun to give to Mixon. He juked him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So Doug Peterson successful there on the challenge, throwing out the flag. A good call. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A handoff to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's caught by Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And again, it's Allen. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Eckler now between the tackles and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Allen. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Allen off the play fake. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. To the air. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, seeing they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robbie Anderson from 8 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Texans 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Allen to throw once more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Allen looking Austin Eckler's way again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.